Oh, morning everybody. So the sun is finally coming out today. I wasn't sure it was going to, and I'm not sure it's going to be out for very long. It's quite cloudy. But today I am doing a bit of a tidy up again of various things because everything's drying out and the weather's got a bit warmer. I have done in here, if you can see when the light, I've moved the hay now from here back and had a bit of a sort out now, so it's a bit easier to get in. There's some hay nets to go in to steam for basil that I'll put in tonight, so I've had a bit of a sort out in there. I've got some rugs hanging just airing. That's Basil's thick one, which he hasn't worn for a while, quite a few days now, so he might need it again, so I probably won't totally pack it away. This is his old thinner one that I'm airing, and I can't quite decide whether to keep it or throw it away. The problem is where the mouse chewed a hole, it slightly rubs his withers, only rubs his mane away, so it doesn't actually do any damage to his skin, but I think probably I would be better to throw it away now. I have my fancy new one, which those of you that follow on Instagram will have seen he has just started wearing at night, and he looked very smart in it, so I'm dead pleased with that. This room is okay because, as you know, I did it not very long ago. But I'm sorted in the feed room. I'm soaking my feed scoop. It always gets all food sort of down by the handle, and it gets sort of I think it's the molasses that sort of stick to it, so I've got some hot water in them as well. I had the kettle boiling, but I had to turn it off because you would never have heard me talking. So I'll put that back on to put some hot water in there in a minute. I also have Tommy's rug hanging up there to air because I'm going to pack that away, and on the floor just there is the one he wrecked. I've decided there's no way it can be mended and no fastening's worth keeping on that, so I'm going to chuck that. And that's Chesney's thick winter rug. No, I'm sorry, that is not Chesney's thick winter rug, that is Basil's thick winter rug, which is airing, and I'm going to pack that away. And I aired Chesney's yesterday, so that is packed away up there. So I'm doing out in here. I've just scrubbed the bin lids from the dustbins because they seem to get all the molasses on them as well. I'm just having a bit of a sort out in here really. I've got quite a lot of food and stuff over there, so obviously it's quite full at the moment. But as I say, I'm just tidying out, having a sweep out and stuff of in here. I've got a few other things I want to do today, so I will keep you posted. I'm hoping the sunshine is going to come out more this afternoon. This afternoon I'm planning on doing some tail washing and some legs, or Chesney's legs and feathers washing, and maybe giving them a bit of a trim and stuff, although I think at this time of year probably quite a lot of it will come out because he is molting. But I've got a few more jobs this morning, so I'm going to squeeze in a ride, so I will keep you posted. So I'm clearing out the gutters, and you can see, I'm going to show you this tree up here drops all these things. They're like I don't know, like little catkinny things. They're all over the yard, and obviously now they're all over the stables, and they are actually mostly resting on top of this stuff, so that's quite good because usually they'd fill it. So it does mean the water can still run along underneath. Obviously I still need to get them out, so that is this exciting job. And they're all over the yard. I'll sweep them all up then. Basil and I have just had a ride and in the arena, and I put his flash trap back on. I mentioned the other day that I was going to try that and see if it made a difference, and I think it did make a difference. I have been wondering if he's getting his tongue over the bit, and I think maybe he does wiggle his tongue around a lot, when I'm riding, but also generally when he's in the stable and stuff. He's so I guess it only made sense that that could well be what he was doing, which is why he was so strong and getting so difficult. I don't think he's always done it. I think it's something he's learned in the last year or something, because he had a flash when he came, but he wasn't an issue when I stopped using it. But as I say, and he's been fine for quite a long time. But as I've mentioned, has got increasingly difficult since he had his tooth out. Whether that's just coincidence or if I don't know. But as I say, put the flash strap back on today, which he hasn't worn for quite a few years, and definitely felt more in control today. So we will try that again next time I ride as well. We'll have a canter probably next time, just a short one, and see how we get on with that. So I'm going to put him back in the field. Chesney is waiting patiently, and Tommy's off down the field. So I'm going to put him out again. I've done all the gutters, but more have fallen down, but I have cleaned that out quite well. So I'm going to weed kill the arena as well. You ready then? Let's get my wellies on. So I've finished clearing out the gutter, the other side of the stables. There's loads here again where I've done it this morning, but I've also cleared out the little drains and the big drains around the yard. Now I've let the boys, I've been promising this to them for a couple of weeks now, so I've let them out the back of the stables. Chesney is down the other end of the arena, and it needs trimming, to be honest. So Basil's this end. Tommy is here, and a minute ago he just bombed all the way up there. There he is, all the way up to the end of the arena. I'm back again. Having a lovely time, aren't you, Tommy? Hey? So the sun's come out. It's not hugely warm, but it's not too bad. But I think they're enjoying themselves. They've been looking at the grass around the edge. Oh! For a moment. They're funny. Hopefully they won't do too many poos in the arena. I've got the hose out because I'm going to wash their tails when they come in, or certainly Basil's and Chesney's anyway. But the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to give the windows a wipe over, just these two windows on the front of the stables here, because they're all dusty. So I'm just going to do that before I get them in. I've had quite a successful day really. I've got all muck up my sweatshirt, so I had to take it off. I hope I've not got any on my face from when I was clearing out the gutters and stuff. So yeah, as I say, I hope I've not got a big blob of mud. I'm sure I'll find out later when I come to edit the video. And I did just find a big load of mud on my arm, but I've got rid of that. Anyway, I'm going to crack on and do the windows and see you in a bit. So I have just washed Chesney's legs, just from the knees and the hocks down, because I wanted to give them a good check over. Check he hasn't got any mud fever or anything, which he hasn't. I don't like to wash them very often because that obviously softens the skin and makes him more likely to get mud fever. So what did you just stand on? A stone, you monkey? So he's got sparkly white legs, which won't be sparkly tomorrow, and I did his tail as well, and I did Basil and Basil's tail as well. So I'm going to put this troublesome monster back in his stable. And you coming? Good boy. Say good night to them all. So, we've had a busy day, we've got lots of good jobs done. The windows are a bit more sparkly than they were. I also actually did Basil's door, which looks a lot better than it did earlier, and I did it on the inside as well, scrubbed it all clean. So the yard now looks a bit of a mess, but I'm really pleased with all the jobs I got done today. Now I'm shattered and I'm going home. But thanks for watching everyone, and take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye. You trouble.